welcome everybody. Thank you for taking your time and again watching one of our DFS Aviation Services expert talks. Today we invited Jan Hott, who is one of our experts in the operations team for drone integration, and we want to talk with him about latest projects going on at our company. So let's give it a start. Thank you, Jan, for taking your time.
Thank you for inviting me.
So Jan, everybody is talking nowadays about drones and integrating them into the controlled airspace. Why is it so important to integrate them actually?
Well, drones are no longer just trends or megatrends. They already became an important part of aviation business. So it's highly necessary to integrate them safely and efficient into the airspace, into the controlled airspace, because stakeholders and manufacturers, they claim airspace for themselves. So we need to design new procedures and new airspace to integrate them safely into the existing manned aviation business. So we as an ANSP have to fulfill stakeholder demands and in creating solutions and airspaces without restricting the manned or unmanned aviation. So we have to create new scalable opportunities and possibilities for the market.
Okay. So I'm sure that there are different aspects that we need to consider for integrating a drone safely into the airspace, right?
Yeah, definitely. Drones come in very different numbers and locations and for specific reasons. So for example, the location is important if it's close, is in the proximity to an airport or in a city. Sometimes we have drones on short-time notice, like emergency services using drones nowadays, like police, fire brigades, rescue crews. We have drones sometimes drones in large amounts, like a number of drones in the same spot for different reasons, and depending on the drone pilot, on the education of a drone pilot, depending if there are any airport systems are operating nearby or any flight procedures are in the area where the drone is operated. So it depends on the demand and on the type of drone and also on the mission of the drone.
So last year we have been part of the big project SkyCab 2 together with the Airport Mönchengladbach. What were the challenges there for integrating the flight taxis efficiently?
Well, the major task was to integrate the traffic of the flight taxis into the existing traffic. Mönchengladbach is one of the busiest regional airports in Germany, with 30 movements per hour on a single runway layout in peaks. And so doing the test flight and to suspend the other traffic was not an option. So we had to integrate them into the traffic. So the sky taxis, they landed and started like 260 meters away from the runway at the apron, simultaneously to the other traffic, which was a major issue, to integrate the traffic in the drone traffic into the actual traffic. And we also integrated the communication onto the ATC tower frequency, which was completely new. So that was a major issue. Also, the airspace at Mönchengladbach is very complex. It's a very busy airport. It's an urban environment. The airport of Düsseldorf is very nearby, so the airspace structure is quite tricky, and so that took a lot of work.
Okay. So, did we need to cooperate with the federal offices during the project because it was quite new?
Yeah, absolutely. We had to work with all the authorities, and we had to evaluate risk models, do safety assessments, because these BVLOS flights, they were like the first of its kind in such a complex environment. So we started from the scratch and had to evaluate all these processes together with the authorities.
Okay, so you mentioned BVLOS during the project. Could you explain this a little bit more, what BVLOS and VLOS is?
Yeah, so VLOS stands for visual line of sight. So the drone pilot needs to keep the drone in sight all the time he operates the drone. BVLOS stands for beyond line of sight. So the pilot doesn't need to have the drone in sight while operating it. And in Mönchengladbach we did the BVLOS procedure, so the drone pilot operated the drone from a remote place without having it inside, which was quite new and part of a challenge.
Okay. So to sum up the project, what would you say were the biggest and most important results from the SkyCab 2 project?
So an innovative result, for example, is the concept of dynamically assigned airspace enabling UAS BVLOS operations, such as taking off and landing on an aerodrome premises such as an apron, leaving and entering the CTR without relevant constraints for either manned or unmanned aviation on a high traffic aerodrome with close proximity to simultaneous manned operations on the main runway. And another result is the collaborative effort between the DAS, SANSP and the US operators, and also the system providers such as Tronic and German Drones, which were partners in the project.
Okay.
We have newly developed risk models to quantify associated risk and conduct safety assessments of the system changes. They could be achieved by the DAS. And last but not least, we were able to integrate the pilot communication into the ATC traffic, into the ATC frequency on the tower frequency. So it was combined with regular air traffic, which was kindly new for us, because in other projects the ATC communication has been done on another channel, like by phone or another ATC channel.
Okay, so this was quite an achievement then.
Yeah.
So this is it. This was our expert talk about drone integration. Thank you, Jan, for explaining the topic and the SkyCab project to us.
You're welcome.
Maybe this is also an important topic for you. If you would like to arrange a meeting or write us a comment, leave us a message. Here is our mail. And yeah, stay tuned for the next expert talk. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.